Hello, Canada. Hello, Ontario. Thank you, Minister Matthews. Thank you, Yvonne. Thank you to Shopify and Normative and all the folks that have made today possible. It's really very, very exciting. I am so proud to play a very small part in launching Code for Canada and helping to make what I know is going to be a tremendous organization a success. This is an incredible opportunity to meet some of, well, honestly, to meet some of my team, and also to meet some of the digital talent here in Toronto. I've watched with, even before sort of having an interest in this position, having watched the civic tech community sort of grow up in Toronto, Code Across and Civic Tech Toronto, and a lot of the initiatives you all have talked a lot about what you're doing. You've blogged about it. You've done what we espouse to do, which is to make this movement sort of bigger than just us. And I am truly excited to be here and to be a part of that. As Minister Matthews says, I was a Presidential Innovation Fellow. I got to be a fellow in the second class of Innovation Fellows with the White House. It was the honor of a lifetime. It was an incredible opportunity to kind of dive in and do that tour of duty and to dip your toes in the water. I think what Code for America really ignited, and now what Australia, Mexico, Germany, I know Sheba is working in Pakistan to bring the same kind of model to the government there. And this fellowship model is tremendously important because what it does is it allows folks to dip their toes in the water, get a little touch of what it's like to be in the public service. Minister Matthews, you said, I love government. Government is an amazing force for good. It unites people, and to be a small part of that, I swear to you, it is intoxicating, and it is the opportunity of a lifetime. So, the fellowship, I think, gives folks a chance to do that. Those fellows really kind of seep out into government, setting off sparks. You set off sparks for new ideas, new ways of thinking, and that's going to lead this fine team to lots of opportunities to build on. And so that's one reason I'm personally very excited. It's very selfish. The fellowship is going to really kind of bring what we talk about, putting users first, making government great and easy and simple. It's going to bring those values to a whole sort of other set of people. I have worked closely with Code for America over the years. I was a mentor to, I think it was their second class of fellows, have really tried to stay involved as a supporter. Count Jen as a friend and as a mentor, Jen Palka from Code for America in the US. She was actually the Deputy Chief Technology Officer, sort of responsible for the Innovation Fellows when I was a PIF. So getting to work with her, I sort of see how she works has been tremendously inspiring, and I think you're going to sort of see and hear from her later. But Code for America has been really responsible for bringing incredible change, sort of at the local, county, and state level, and now at the federal level as well. The fellowship model is also kind of enables you to have eyes and ears on things that we might not otherwise find out about. In California, my current home state, they invited Code for America to actually rewrite and help rethink a request for proposal on an incredibly important initiative around child welfare services. They are completely rebuilding their technology around processing the welfare services system. They're building an entirely new system. They invited Code for America to take a look at this RFP that had been in the works for, I think it was about 7 years, honestly. And they just said, pause everything. We need to completely rethink this. Fortunately, there was a champion. The secretary got involved and said, we want to do this right. Help us do it right. Code for America partnered with 18F, partnered with Health and Human Services, both in Canada, or not in Canada, in California and at the federal level, and really was able to rewrite this RFP into something that is what we would all want to work on, something that puts users first, something that's modular, something that is component-based, something that we would want to work on, and that folks that work like us would want to work on. So that's just a small example. You've probably heard about Get Cal Fresh, and you've probably heard about some of the startups that have come out of Code for America. But it's really bigger than that. They're working on all levels, and I know that Code for Canada will and can have a similar impact on the lives of people, not only in Ontario, but across Canada. So again, very, very excited to play just a small part in today. Civic tech community is incredibly important to me. It has been my rock and my support. I'm really, really excited to get to know all of you in the coming year, and working with people both inside and outside government. I want to reflect some of that applause, again, just back to the digital government team and to anyone else in the audience who is in the public service. You are the reason that this is moving forward, and that you have champions like Minister Matthews and champions like Steve Orsini, my boss in the public service. They really want to do this right, and we're here to work together and make that happen. So thank you so much.